Thank you so much.
And moving on, AI meets sustainability. That's the vision driving Greenfee, the Kerala-based startup transforming how banks and enterprises manage ESG risk. The company has raised $2 million in seed funding led by Transition VC with participation from global banking executives. Founded in 2023 by Varun Chandran, Greenfee uses AI-powered tools to automate ESG due diligence, compliance, and reporting, helping institutions cut costs and improve transparency. The new funds will help expand global operations, strengthen AI research, and scale partnerships as Greenfee positions itself at the forefront of climate tech and sustainable finance. Joining me now to discuss this further is Varun Chandran, the founder of Greenfee. Varun, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, you have built a platform at the intersection of AI and sustainability, right? So how exactly does Greenfee use AI to simplify ESG compliance for banks and enterprises? If you could sort of take us through what's on offer.
Sure, happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Imagine when you go to a bank for a credit line or for a loan, you give your KYC, your bank statement, and your business plan. The bank takes all of this and they run a quick credit check on the borrower. Besides that, they also run a series of risk assessments such as your potential exposure to anti-money laundering, fraud, financial crime, CFT, cyber, etc. And in the given scenario of the current environmental, social, and governance-related policies evolving around the world, now the banks are also running the risk assessments on ESG. Now, in doing so, in performing so, it takes about anywhere from 2 weeks to a couple of months to assess the potential risk exposure of a borrower or an investment opportunity on environmental, social, and governance-related matters. Banks retain a number of resources in some cases where our customers have 21, 25 people sitting in each country to assess this risk by navigating through 10 to 15 different systems, different data points. And this takes a lot of time, prone to human error, and also it's expensive. What we built is to automate this whole process so that stakeholders can focus on making decisions faster to invest in sustainable financing opportunities.
Sure, absolutely. And you know, you've raised this $2 million, right? So what does this investment mean for Greenfee's mission to make ESG risk management smarter and more scalable? And where will you be deploying these funds going forward?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for asking. So we're a startup from Kerala. We're building a beautiful product, sustainability product for the world. We have very big ambitions to grow global. Half of the capital will be deployed to set up and grow our sales and marketing team in the US, in Europe, in Middle East and Southeast Asia markets. And about 40% of our investments will be on enhancing our AI capabilities on the product.
You already, sort of work with major global clients, right? From UOB in Singapore to KIIFB in India. What has, their feedback been and how has it shaped your product roadmap? Take us through how you plan to scale your client base and also new products on the anvil.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've actually, last year, we came live in February, and since then we have been working with some of the major clients that you mentioned. In fact, the feedback is very positive. We've backed, long-term contracts from these customers that you mentioned. One signed up for a 6-year contract, another bank signed up for an 8-year contract. It's very inspiring for us because it's sort of co-innovation, joint initiatives that we are driving with our customers. It's not just a contractual obligation or an agreement that we are signing with these customers. We work with them to learn, evolve, and innovate further. So, as you rightly said, we are working with some of the international customers. With a very small team, right? We did not have a sales and marketing team yet. So now we need to take all these case studies and go to the world and tell them these feedbacks from our existing customers and win more clients. That's our plan.
Winning more clients. But, one more thing is, how will this funding sort of help you scale internationally, right? Especially in regions like California, Europe, and the Middle East. What's the plan or roadmap on that front?
Yeah, that's a good question. So first, we'll set up a local, sales offices in all these places. We are in the process of recruiting world-class talent to help us establish partnerships. So we are going to explore partnerships with consulting companies as well as ISVs, software companies that are complementary. So partnership is going to drive a lot of our revenue moving forward. We will also have local foot on the ground to be able to generate more revenue by reaching out through influencers, network, as well as direct GTM approach. So that's a plan for our growth in those countries. Yeah.
All right. And can you share where Greenfee's revenue growth currently stands at, and what targets are you aiming for over the next year?
Yeah, so we are on a 100% growth rate right now. We have around 16 customers. All of them are very happy and sharing from multiple industries, like around 8 mainstream industries, be it automotive, manufacturing, textile, fashion apparel, food and beverage, etc. So obviously, we want to take these customers along with us to create those case studies and explain that to similar companies globally.
The ESG software market is growing rapidly. So what sets Greenfee apart from other players in this emerging climate, fintech space?
Yeah, so banks are introducing sustainable financing products such as green bonds, transition funding, green financing, etc. Right? So in order to do the deal origination, obviously they need tools like ours that is AI enabled, that helps them to do the risk assessment, due diligence, reporting, monitoring, as well as compliance. So that's where we come in, and we help banks to grow their sustainable financing origination pipeline so that they can grow that business. On the other hand, we also work with large international customers, global enterprises who would have a global supply chain where they can focus on getting their supply chain more compliant towards ESG and help their supply chain increase the accessibility towards sustainable financing.
Sure. And, finally, what's next for Greenfee? Are there upcoming partnerships, innovations, or expansion plans we should watch out for in 2026?
So we have exciting plans ahead. We are primarily looking at growing our business. So we're going to go global, recruit more partners, recruit more sales and marketing team, and then work with our existing customers to take our case studies and best practices to all over the world. And then we help banks and businesses to transition to more sustainable operations, as well as increase the accessibility of sustainable financing.
All right, Barun, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. And we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Well, on that note, it's